everyone. Welcome back to our Fruit of the Spirit series. Today's class is all about gentleness. So it'll be a little more mellow and low-key and not as strength or vinyasa based. And with gentleness, I think of just meekness and humility. So we'll do a lot of humble warrior stuff and forward folds. And we'll have one scripture reading, one quote. So yeah, grab your mat and we'll get started. So today we're going to begin in a bear sit. So just place your heels on the mat, soles of the feet can touch as well. Your knees are nice and wide and your hands are just wrapping around the front of your knees or shins. So on an inhale, we're going to come into a cow spine. So arch through the back, open up through the chest and drop your head back. And then on an exhale, you're going to round your spine as you move your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale through center, come into cow tilt again. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder as you round your spine. So it's cat-cow with some neck movements as well. Inhale, arch through your spine, drop your head back. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. So I want you to keep moving through a few more of those as I read our readings for the day. So our Bible verse is really short. It's Philippians 4, verse 5. Let your gentle spirit be known to all. The Lord is near. And then our quote is by Gandhi. And it's, gentleness, self-sacrifice, and generosity are the exclusive possession of no one race or religion. Gentleness, self-sacrifice, and generosity. So let's do one more on each side. You're going to inhale through your cow spine, arch your back, drop your head. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, round your spine. Inhale through center. And then exhale over to the right. Now move into your tabletop. So stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we're going to create some little smile shapes with our hips. It's a little semicircle here. So hips will start front left, you'll circle around back, and then to the front right. Nice and gentle here, just getting those hips warmed up. And again, this class is not very intense or achievement based, so just do find whatever feels good. So if that means really sitting back on your heels, making a big sweeping motion, that's great. If it's really small rocks back and forth, that's great too. Couple more breaths. One more over to the right. Come back through center. Tuck your toes and just walk to the top of our mat. And in a forward fold. So let's spend a few breaths here in this posture of gentleness and humility. Put a generous bend in your knees. Let your arms drape heavy. Backs of the hands can touch, or you can grasp opposite elbows. As your body starts to open up more, you may be able to straighten into your knees a bit, but don't force it. One more full inhale and exhale. And roll up your spine nice and slow. Release your arms. Find your way into Tadasana. So root through all four corners of your feet. Micro bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Upward salute. Oh, nice crack. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift fingertips to mat or shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. And then if your practice calls for more gentleness, please drop onto your knees. We're going to lower nice and slow onto our bellies. Now from here, untuck your toes, roll your inner thighs to the sky. Inhale, low cobra. So pull your hands back, lift your chest, engage your back muscles. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press through your palms, and find your way into downward facing dog. Take a few moments to feel into this pose. Whether you prefer to sway back and forth or really keep a straight, aligned, strong pose, that's up to you. One more breath here. And then step your right leg forward between your hands. Drop your left knee down. We're coming into low lunge. Untuck your back toes. And then rise up so your hands are on your right knee. So again, tune into what your body needs. If you want to create a really active shape and pull your right heel and left knee towards each other to open up the front of the left hip, that's fine. Otherwise, if you want to just sink into it, as long as you're not overcompensating with your back, that's totally fine. Interlace your fingers behind your back and press your palms together. We're going to come into a humble low lunge. So inhale, baby back bend. Look up to the sky. Exhale, drop your torso on the inside of your right knee. Arms reach overhead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, humble low lunge. Drop down. 3 more with your breath. Inhale to your back bend. Sink your hips lower. Exhale, let your body drape heavy on the inside of your leg. Big breath in. Big breath out. Press your palms together once more. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, humble. Release your hands. Turn your feet to face the left edge, wide edge of your mat. We're coming into a skater lunge. So we're staying up high, moderate bend in your right knee. And we're gonna switch from side to side with these skater lunges, but make it really flowy and gentle. Create a figure 8 shape with your arms on the mat. So I know this probably looks kind of funny, but actually feels really, really mellow and nice. Again, we're creating an infinity or figure 8 shape with our hands, back of the hands resting on the mat, and you're just softly bending into each knee. Let's do one more on each side. Bend into the right knee, and then the left. When you get to the left, turn your toes to face the back edge of your mat. Drop your right knee down. Come into low lunge on the other side. So hands rest on your left knee at first. You can untuck those back toes. And just feel into the shape for a breath or two. Now interlace your fingers behind your back, the opposite grip. So whatever way feels a little weird. Inhale into your back bend. Shine your heart to the sky. Exhale, humble low lunge. Drop your body on the inside of your left knee. Arms overhead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release down. Big breath in, back bend. Drop your hips to the mat. And exhale, gentle, humble, low lunge. 2 more with your breath. Press your palms together. Reach your arms overhead. And then on this last one, plant your hands at the back of your mat. Step your right leg forward. Find your way to your forward fold. 2 breaths here. Since this is our gentle practice, instead of reverse swan dive, again, we're just going to roll up the spine as slow as you want. And then easily roll out the shoulders. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank, lower through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, step your right foot between your hands again. Drop your back knee. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale to your back bend. Keep your toes tucked on this version. Exhale, humble low lunge. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, humble low lunge. One more, so just 3 this time. Now as you're folded forward, recommit into your grasp here, and then start to roll the back heel down. So we're in a humble warrior now. You can have your foot at a 45 or 90 degree angle, whatever is comfortable for you. And then we'll move into 5 reps of your humble warrior. So as you inhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, drop heavy. You might find a little more range of motion in your shoulders in this pose. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Taking this posture, knowing that not everything has to be strong and proud and intense. We can be meek and gentle, not have to win all the time. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, drop down. Last one. Push through that right heel to lift. Exhale, release. Drop your hands, turn your toes to face the wide edge of your mat, and let's move into those skater lunges again. So create a little figure 8, or just sway side to side with your hands. Don't think too hard about it. Next time you get to the top of your mat, drop your right knee down, sit into your low lunge on the left side. Interlace your fingers behind your back, switch your grip. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release softly. Last one. Bring your shoulders into it if that feels good. And then drop down. From here, plant onto your right heel, lift your back knee. So we're in a humble warrior. Take a breath or 2. Hug your inner thighs together. So tendency is for the left hip to stick out, bring it back to center. Now inhale, push through your left heel, rise up. Exhale, release down. Doing 5 of these. So move with your own breath, tune into what your body needs. Two more, inhale, back bend, rise up. Exhale, softly release down. Last one, inhale, rise up. Exhale, find your way at the top of your mat in a forward fold. So step that right leg forward. A couple breaths, just sink, just relax. And push through your feet as you roll each spinal segment on top of each other. Shoulders come up to your ears and relax down your back. Roll out your neck. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back through your vinyasa. Find your way into downward facing dog on your own time, in your own way. Once you get there, step your right leg between your hands. Pivot your back heel down. Rise up. Let's do warrior 1. So toes, back toes are at a 45-degree angle. Roll your right hip back, left hip forward. Sink into your right knee into that lunge. Hands behind your back. Inhale, reach your heart to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Just 3 this time. Inhale, peaceful warrior 1. Exhale, humble warrior 1. Last one. Press through your right heel. Extend your hips. And exhale, drop down. Stay down and straighten into your right leg. Release the grip of your hands. We're gonna come into a triangle variation. So stick your big toe up, find your peace fingers, so your index and middle finger, and wrap it around your big toe. You can step your back left foot in a little bit. We're gonna inhale, lift your arm up, your left arm towards the ceiling. And exhale, we're gonna bend softly into our back knee as we rise up onto the heel of our front foot. So kind of this funky leaning back triangle shape. And then inhale, root your right foot back down, come into your triangle, and exhale, close your shoulder down. So have your left hand touching your foot as well. Inhale, left hand sweeps high. Exhale, sit back into a baby squat on that left knee, rise up onto the right heel. Inhale into triangle. Exhale, close your shoulder. One more like this. Inhale up. Exhale, sit back, bend into your left knee. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, fold it down. Now just one breath per movement. So we'll do inhale to sit back into our lunge. Exhale, plant your foot, close the shoulder down. 2 more times. Inhale, lean on back. Exhale, fold on down. Last time. Good. Nice work. From your triangle, just plant your hands, step back to plank, and again, lower through your vinyasa. Tuck your toes, send your hips high to downward facing dog, and then step your left foot between your hands. Drop your back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Rise up. We're gonna do our warrior 1, humble warrior drops. So interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, root to rise up. Exhale, softly release. Inhale, open up through the front of your hips and through your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Straighten into your left leg. Stick that big toe up and capture it with your left peace fingers. Wiggle your right heel in a little more. And then inhale, right hand sweeps up to the sky. Exhale, bend into your right knee as you drop onto that left heel. Inhale, root through your whole left foot. Straighten your right knee, and exhale, close that right shoulder down. Inhale, triangle pose, right hand sweeps high. Exhale, lean it back. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, close and fold. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, lean it back, bend into your right knee, come onto your left heel. Inhale, traditional triangle. Exhale, fold. Now just one breath per movement. So inhale, circle sweep your right arm open as you sit on back. And exhale, fold, straighten, release. 2 more. With your breath, inhale, sit it back. Exhale, fold in. Last one, open it up. Squat into your right leg. Exhale, close that shoulder down. Step your right foot forward and come into your forward fold. Stay here for a few breaths. So from your forward fold, just sit your hips back. Find your way onto your bottom. Extend your legs out long and just roll onto your back. Pull your right knee into your chest. Hands grasping on your shin, pulling knee in towards body, left leg extends long. Let your breath start to slow. Let your body melt into the mat. Now push your shin into your hands and engage your core to sit forward. Sit on up onto your sit bones. Then we're going to move into our folding motion one more time. So arms can just come overhead. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, reach up. Right sole of the foot is planted down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up one more time. Exhale, sweetly release and stay for a few breaths. So you can hold onto your calf or onto your foot, whatever you can do, or have a strap around the bottom of your foot. We're not worried too much about form here, so just stretch into what feels good. Release your grip, lower back down. And then just twist your right knee over top. We're coming into a supine twist. So if you need, you can wiggle your hips to the right side of your mat. And then place your right shoulder blade and your right knee down. Release that, and we'll switch sides. So pull your left knee into your chest, extend your right leg out long. Big stretch, big body on, and then release into it. Hug your left knee in towards your left armpit. And then press your shin into your hands and engage your core to roll forward. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently release. Grab onto whatever body part of your right leg is accessible for you. Just take a few breaths in this fold. Final breath here. Release your grip. Roll onto your back. You can use your hands as brakes if you need, or place them in front of you. Engage your core. Now wiggle your hips to the left. Draw your left knee in. And then over to the right side. So try to root through your left shoulder blade and your left knee if you can. Easy spinal twist. This is your last pose, so savor it. While you're there, I'm going to read our readings one more time. So stay in your twist for a few more breaths. Our scripture is from Philippians chapter 4, verse 5. Let your gentle spirit be known to all. The Lord is near. And then our quote is from Gandhi. Gentleness, self-sacrifice, and generosity are the exclusive possession of no one race or religion. So we can all learn to be a little more gentle. Go ahead and either release to Shavasana or come to a seated posture at the front of your mat. Cross our legs, place your hands on your knees. One final inhale together. One gentle exhale. Hands at heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining for this class. I know it was a little more gentle and mellow and not as intense, but we really need that sometimes. So I hope it lets you move into your forward folds a little more, somewhat into the hips, and I hope it just felt good, gave you a moment to reflect on how not everything has to be intense and how a gentle spirit in relating to others is just so kind, and it's loving, and it gets you further in some ways than force does. So thank you for joining. Please share, please like it if you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.